and with a clear plan and bold action, will deliver a secure future for you, your family, and our United Kingdom.
I'm trying. I'm really trying with this guy. Every time I pick on something that Rishi Sunak has done wrong from a communication point of view, I promise myself that this is the last time, at least for a little bit. I'm going to let off him. I'm going to leave him alone for a little. But
just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
So this week, Rishi Sunak finally made the announcement that the whole country had been waiting for, which is when the general election would be, 4th of July, really short turnaround time, which was somewhat surprising. Now, when a prime minister makes the announcement of when an election will be, he has complete control over when he's going to do it, how he's going to do it, what he's going to say. So you imagine that he's going to have quite a punchy, slick, impressive announcement. But of course, Rishi managed to mess that one up. Everybody knows that it rains in London. You know it, I know it, everyone around the world knows it. And on this particular day, it had already been raining. So you can imagine that the worst thing to do would be to insist on delivering your announcement outside number 10 in the rain, even though that's the traditional way to do it. There was an alternative. He could have set up in the press room inside 10 Downing Street. He's made many announcements there before, but no, he chose to do it outside. And of course, it rained. It rained badly. He was wearing one of those expensive black suits that gets shiny and is obviously wet when it is wet, when it's raining and gets drenched. So there was no hiding behind it. And of course, you can imagine that it led to all sorts of headlines and jokes right across the country, right across the world, actually. By contrast, his Labour leader rival, Sir Keir Starmer, smartly made his announcement inside, in front of, or in a nicely wooden panel, kind of stately looking room with the British flag behind him. And his announcement went off strongly. It was a really schoolboy error. Even worse than that, he didn't even make a joke of it or in some way refer to it, by saying something like, and even though it's raining, I know that we can get through these tough times, whatever it is. He could have done something. A little bit like when Ronald Reagan, who had already faced an assassination attempt, actually several on his life, was giving a speech when a balloon popped, which sounded like a gunshot, and he managed to make a joke of it in the moment.
We're reminded of the many traditions of openness and democracy that have marked the history of this city. Amir missed me.
So that's what Rishi could have done to deal with it if he insisted on making what was really a very silly decision to do it in the rain. But he didn't. And of course, it read some pretty terrible headlines for him. So what does that tell us about communication? Well, it's a pretty obvious one. Optics matter. Your substance is critical. The way you deliver is extremely important. But don't neglect the optics, the visuals, the way things look. It matters what you wear. It matters what you say. It matters the location you choose when you're delivering your message. If you have slides, it matters how they look. Always be mindful of the visuals because they can enhance or undermine or completely destroy your message if you get it wrong. It's kind of as simple as that. You don't want to overplay it. It's still what you say and your message that is the most important. But just don't get the visuals so badly wrong because it will destroy all of your hard work as it did for Rishi Sunak. As always, when you are ready to start working on your communication skills, I've got a great masterclass. If you haven't taken it already, you really must because it's got rave reviews. Actually, it's really going to help. It's called the 5 Communication Super Skills that will change your career if you use them, but stall your career if you don't. And if you don't know what those communication super skills are already, you must check out the masterclass. Check it out, and I'll see you on the next video.